Hey, Will Kenderdine here, and in this video we're going to talk about paid advertisement in search engines, and this applies to Google, Yahoo, Bing, essentially any search engine that offers paid advertising. Sometimes you'll hear it referred to as SEM. SEM is search engine marketing. You'll also hear it referred to as PPC, or PPC is pay per click, because that is the model that a lot of search engines employ, meaning they do not charge you to show the ad, they charge you when somebody clicks on it. So it's different than banner advertisement, which is often cost, they refer to it as cost per million impressions, but that's we can talk about banner advertisements in a separate video. So again, if you haven't seen the video regarding organic search results, then be sure to take a look at this, because they're two pieces of the puzzle from Google's perspective, where there are paid search results, which Google currently shows at the top of the site, and for certain search phrases they'll show options over here, and we can talk about that separately. But again, you can tell they're ads because it says ad, and Google has changed that over time. So if you've been using Google for more than a decade, then you've seen quite a lot of changes in Google's approach to displaying the advertisements. So in this case, they also show advertisements at the bottom of the page, and in between, sandwich in between, so to say. So again, advertisements at the top, and then they give an answer, because Google is aware through, they refer to it as Burt. Now, Burt is part of their artificial intelligence approach to responding to search requests. So right here, they have some of their results, and then what we're seeing here are, as I mentioned, organic search results. So again, if you're not familiar with organic search, see the other video that I've created that explains all of that. Now, the reason these paid advertisements are important there are many attributes to it, because there's the thought process of, if you cannot afford to generate leads through paid advertising, then your business is very early in its life cycle. To kind of flip that whole thing over is that businesses that have momentum have the cash flow in order to do paid advertising. And the advantage of paid advertising is that you have an opportunity to be at the very top of the search results. And the vast majority, just kind of go back over to, because I showed this in the previous video, the part that I want to point out here is that there are few quote-unquote ordinary users that realize that many of the highest paid results in search results are ads. So the very few, we call them civilians, civilians in this case, meaning just people who use Google to search. Even though the word ad is here, they really don't care. Almost 2/3 of the people who are searching on the internet are just as likely to click on these things at the top as they are to click on the things at the bottom. Those people who are doing searching are simply just looking for the thing that meets their search requirement the best. So like in this case, I typed in, how can I generate more leads? So kind of thinking like a business owner, putting that in. As a business owner, I would most likely know that all of these are advertisements. So I may not be ready to go to a website where they are going to sell me on how to get leads. So I may be more likely to scroll down and to look for these organic results, and to decide which one of these pages will educate me, so I can understand what options I have available. But again, so we've got our organic and Google just throws more paid advertisements at the bottom just to try to catch people as they're doing their searching and earn money, because again, Google only earns money from these businesses when somebody clicks on one of these advertisements. So again, this is in contrast to organic, and the advantage of having the paid advertising is that you can just turn it on and you can rank at the very top of the search results within minutes. It's all a matter of money. So they refer to it as a pay to play scenario. So as long as you have good enough ad copy, good enough information in here. Let me just back up a half a step. This is the advertisement copy, just to ensure that we're all saying the same thing. So this is kind of the copy that you're trying to use to get somebody's attention, and this is the headline. But Google takes all these things into consideration when it decides who to put at the top, and so on. So it's a formula that they have that's partly the amount of money you're willing to throw at it, because you get to bid on a pay-per-click basis. So you tell Google how much you're willing to pay when somebody clicks on your link. So that's one piece of the puzzle. The other piece is the match, or the match between this title and this. So all of this should be congruent. It should flow. It should be sensible, and it needs to align with this, which is to say that Google will give you the opportunity to try to run paid advertisements with an ad that does not perfectly match the search phrase. They'll let you request to do that. It's not likely that they're going to show your advertisement, even if you offer to pay a lot of money, because Google does want to earn money, but they also want visitors to have a good search experience. All right, so we can go deeper into all of that, both this paid advertising and again, I did another video regarding organic search. It is both deep and wide. We could speak for hours about it. Feel free to post your questions, comments, ideas. Very happy to create more videos, and thank you very much.